A wonderful Merry Christmas evening to you all. In just a minute, we'll get started. Just going to admit everybody in. That might take a while tonight, but we're going to get as many as we can in before we really get started. And hope you're looking forward to this as much as I am. So I'm excited to spend an hour or so with you for a little Christmas celebration in the heavens. Can everybody hear me okay? Is the sound coming through okay? Yes, God bless your hearts. Your microphones are muted kind of permanently tonight. And I know you understand. I wish I could hear all your voices. But, when it comes time to sing, which we're going to do, in just a minute, you're just going to have to sing for the people that can hear you in the room that you're in right now. And I guarantee you, if you're there with your spouse or a friend, you're just going to sing to each other. It's going to be great. Let's see if we can get everybody in here. I'm pressing the admit all button. We would like to admit everyone. God bless them. Here we go. Let's see if there's any more kind of coming in here. All right. Hope everybody's doing well. I'll tell you, I'm missing my clarinet accompaniment tonight. Very, very sad story. There's a little bit of a kind of a sore throat thing going on in the Carter household. And my clarinet player had to call in sick tonight, if you can believe that. And I don't know if you know how hard it is to find a backup, like a just last minute clarinet player, to come in and join me for at least one of these songs. Like, I don't know if you know how hard that is. There's no number that you can call for a backup clarinet player. But I want you to know I have one. I know a guy, and I'm going to introduce him in just a minute. In fact, maybe what I think we'll do is we'll begin. Again, last minute, I just picked up the phone and I was like, hey, you think you can bail me out and come in and do the clarinet for Christmas in the Heavens tonight? He was like, Christopher, for you, I'll do it. So a clarinet player, do you want to come in and introduce yourself to everybody?
Sure.
Because I think we're gonna start off with a song that the clarinet can accompany on. Just come on over here. No one will know who you are, so we need to introduce you to the gang here. He's getting suited up. He's getting his instrument ready, and got the neck sling on. All right, come on over here. Come on over here. Okay, there's my backup clarinet player. And how long you been playing the clarinet there, Sam?
A solid 13 years.
A solid 13 years, which is interesting because how old are you? I think he's 11. I should know because I'm his dad. So 13 years is an interesting number to have been playing the clarinet. And I'm not going to ask how that worked, but we believe you.
Mm-hmm.
So anything that you just want to say hi to everybody?
Yeah, hello everybody.
And we're the only two that are feeling okay tonight. So you're stuck with me and Sam. The rest of the family's here, but it's not like bad cold. It's just enough to not want to be on camera or sing in front of people or play the clarinet. I know y'all know how that is. All right, so I think enough of you are on that's going to pop on here. Now, plan for tonight, this is our Christmas program, is that we are going to do some caroling first. I have, if I did this right, put the words to the songs in the chat box. Hopefully you can see them. We have "O Come All Ye Faithful," "We Three Kings," and "The Holly and the Ivy," just songs that I like and thought they'd be fun to play. And they're probably not in that order at the very top of the chat box. So you'll have to go all the way down to the chat box and to the top rather. And then, you'll see the lyrics there. All right. Someone said, I'll sing to my cats. Don't know who that was, but I'm glad you're going to sing to them. I'm just going through the, Donna, love the Carter men coming through. You bet. Nothing would hold us back, neither rain nor snow. Okay. Blessings to all. Yeah, wonderful, y'all. I'm so glad that y'all are joining us for this evening. All right. So go back up to those words if you want to at the very top. And I think we're going to get started. The stragglers will just have to wait through one song before I admit them in the Zoom room. Okay, you ready, everybody? We're going to start with, what are we going to start with? We Three Kings?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, some of my friends from the Well of Nashville, I believe, are streaming this tonight. They said they were going to be on, and I was just there last weekend, and I have to be honest, I feel a little insecure / self-conscious doing music in front of those folks because they're amazing. So you're going to get, not quite professional level. And I should add, I have not researched at all how to make Zoom calls do music well. So for all I know, you're going to hear one of these instruments and everything else will be a blur, or possibly none of them, or just my voice. We don't know what's going to happen. It doesn't matter. They're just great Christmas songs. Here we go. We Three Kings. Are you ready? And go. We three kings of Orient are, bearing gifts we've traveled afar. Field and fountain, moor and mountain, in yonder star. I'll get the words, don't worry. Oh, oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light. Born a king on Bethlehem's plain, and I bring to crown him again. That was your solo, everyone. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light. Okay, here's frankincense to offer I have. Here you go. Frankincense to offer I have, incense known to deity nigh, even praising voices raising, worshiping God on high. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light. Very good. You sound wonderful. I don't know. I can't hear you because your mics are off, but in the spirit, I feel like I imagined using my internal senses, the beauty of your voices just then. Okay. Samuel, you want to stick around for one more?
Sure. Let me put my phone right off.
Okay. He's going to help. He's decided he's going to stay in here and help me sing. That's good because on the last song, Samuel, I had trouble singing and playing the guitar at the same time.
That's nice.
How about O Come All Ye Faithful? Shall we do O Come All Ye Faithful? I see you laughing there, Kathy. Don't laugh too hard. I'll get self-conscious. Okay, here we go. Let's do it a little bit lower. Christopher likes to pick a key to sing in that makes tenors and sometimes altos really happy, but basses and sopranos not happy. So we'll see how this goes. Oh, come all ye faithful. Oh, come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord. Sing choirs of angels. Very good. Wonderful singing, everyone. Great job, Sam. Thanks. You want to do one more? Last one. You're out? Okay.
Wait.
Last one.
Last
Last
one?
one. You ought to stay for the last one. You did it too. You might as well get 2 out of, or 3 out of 3. Let's do the holly and the ivy. Oh, let me let people in. Here we go. Admitting some more folks into the meeting. Some last minute carolers are joining us right now, ready to pop in here. Let's do the holly and the ivy. The lyrics again, or if you're just popping in, at the very top of the chat box, the lyrics should be there. I think we're doing 3 or more of these verses. Whatever's in there, we're going to sing. I don't know why I've always loved this one. I think maybe it's got a bit of a, maybe like a little Gaelic Celtic flair to it. I don't know. That's probably why I like it so much. The holly and the ivy, when they are both full grown, of all the trees that are in the wood, the holly bears the crown. The rising of the sun, the running of the deer, the playing of the merry organ, sweet singing in the choir. The holly bears a blossom as white as lily flower, and Mary bore sweet Jesus Christ to be our sweet Savior. The holly bears a bark as bitter as any gall, and Mary bore sweet Jesus Christ for to redeem us all. The holly and the ivy, when they are both full grown, of all the trees that are in the wood, the holly bears the crown. The rising of the sun, the running of the deer, the playing of the merry organ, sweet singing in the choir. Very good job, everyone. Hopefully those are the words that you had for just those few verses that we selected there. One of my favorites, I'm sure you have some too, but those are just the ones that we practiced and could play a little bit. So that's the ones you got for tonight. A giant thank you to my accompaniment, Sir Samuel Carter on the clarinet and with the backing vocals. There they are, giving you an applause. And thank you all very much for just singing with me a little bit. I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way, and then we're going to get started here. Yeah, you want to come out this way?
Yeah.
There you go. Sam, would you grab that music stand for me? Somewhere where it won't fall over.
That's okay.
Thank you, sir. There we go. Now then, so glad you're here. I'm going to get a little closer to you. There we are. Let's let just a few more folks in here. Well, are you ready to go into the up here and spend some time with the risen Lord tonight? I tell you, we've done, I don't know how many kind of years in a row we've been doing a Christmas in the Heavens Zoom call. I feel like this may be our 3rd, but I can't quite remember. But every year we've kind of done it a little different. Last year, again, we tried the caroling together, and we're going to keep working on that. You just never know where that's going to go. And we did, last year I did a little teaching, talked about Christmas. I talked about everything from the winter solstice to Saturnalia to Yule and all those things. And we kind of did a real restoration of Christmas kind of theme last year. But I only have one thing on my heart tonight. And that is, I just think we're supposed to go spend some time with our Messiah. And I've had a wonderful time already today. Y'all know that I cheat before I do these Zoom calls because I kind of go up there before we do it together so that I can kind of get a bead on what's going on. And I kind of have a few preemptive talks with Jesus. And I'm like, hey, what are you interested in tonight? But even before I did that today, I kind of thought, tonight, let's just go spend time with the Lord. I know that you all know this and that you believe this with me. We know that he's alive. He is alive. We know that he's somewhere, that when he ascended with his form. He didn't leave his form behind when he ascended up into the heavens. He took his form with him and he went to a place, and he said he seated us with him in the heavenly realms. So we know he's alive, and we know that in spirit, when we gather together, he's there with us. And I know that you're on this call tonight because, like me, you believe that. And so all we're going to do tonight is we're going to go into the up here to a place that I've already kind of scoped out. I've thought about how to describe it to you so that we can be in the environment together. Sometimes I feel like my job, and I really do love this job, is to be the heavenly tour guide. You know, that's really what I get to do. Now, I feel like when I do it in the spirit, you know, if some of you can see Randy Smith swear like I can, what I do in the spirit is more on a ship, like what he has behind him. But I do sometimes feel, there you go, Randy. I do sometimes feel like I'm just driving the heaven tour bus, and that never feels like a just thing to me. I love driving the heaven tour bus. I do feel like I just drive it along. I get on my little intercom system in the bus, and I go, if you look out your windows to the left, you'll see this, the largest waterfall in heaven called so-and-so, you know, and I could do that job well, I think, you know, but that's kind of what I'm going to do tonight is I'm just going to get on my heavenly tour bus, and I'm going to invite you all on, and I'm going to take you to a place. I'm going to get over my intercom and say, now, if you look out the left windows, this is what you're going to see. I do that because I believe that what we experience in the spirit is real. I don't believe it's less real than what we experience in our mortal life. And I really do take to heart the encouragement of the Apostle Paul when he told us to fix your eyes not on what you can see, but on what's unseen, because what's seen is temporary. In other words, doesn't always last, but what's unseen is eternal, meaning it always lasts. Now, I love all of those encouragements. I love all of those words about storing up for yourselves treasures in heaven where moth and rust can't destroy. There's a permanence to that. So I'm willing to bet all of you are on this tonight because, again, like me, you believe that what you experience in the spirit is reality, that there is more than one plane of existence. Or when Jesus ascended, he would have ascended into nothingness. But he ascended in his form to some place real. And he invites us to come up here in the spirit and experience that reality with him. Now, tonight, as I mentioned, I'm going to be the heavenly tour bus driver. And so I'm going to describe a place to you. I'm going to give us some question prompts, as I like to do, because I feel like that keeps us on the same page. And as I'm doing this tonight, I want to encourage you to use the chat box liberally. Let that be your voice. And the more you participate tonight, the better. Now, there's a lot of us on here tonight, so I may not be able to read every comment, but I will read as much as I can. Don't let experiences tonight that we're all experiencing together in the spirit, don't let them just be internal. Let's make them as much a part of what we're doing tonight as a community as you can. So feel free to type in what you're experiencing. You know, my family's right here in the room. They can just yell stuff out at me if they want to. They don't have to type it in, but y'all can just yell stuff at me if you're seeing something or you want to report something. And we're going to do it that way. So we'll have a very unrushed, uninterrupted time. And then when we're done, I'll throw out some things that I'm excited about for the next year and those kinds of things, just to give you a sense of what's going on over at Discover the Heavens into 2022. So that's our plan for tonight. Okay, are you ready? Maybe you want to have a journal nearby. Maybe you just want to be ready with the chat box, whatever you want to do. If you like to close these eyes and open these eyes, if you want to put some music on, some Christmas music, or you just want to let your imagination tell you the sounds in the places that we're about to be, any of that is okay. Now, I just want you to start using the eyes of your heart as I describe a room to you. I want you to imagine that you are standing in a very wide rectangular room. It's wider than it is deep. And you're standing looking at one of these wide, long lengths of it. And I want you to imagine right now that in this wide room, and you're standing in the middle, so maybe it extends 30 or 40 feet off to the right, and another 30 or 40 feet off to the left. And you're standing in this middle of this kind of big rectangular room. I want you to imagine as you look out and these ceilings are very tall, that there are these 3 big arches in this long side of the room that you're looking at. Again, 30 feet off to your right, 30 feet off to the left, these big, like 10, 12 foot wide arches. And these arches have big windows in them, big, almost like floor to ceiling windows that you can look out of this room. Now, of course, there's glass, and of course they open up like, what are the big like French doors? You know, you can open these big door window things open, and you could walk out of these arches and out of this room, and there would be a wonderful balcony that stretches that whole wide length of the room. If you walked out one of those big glass window doors, you'd step out onto that balcony, and there'd be, again, 30 feet off to your right, 30 feet off to your left. If you were to turn around in this room, you would see a big, long table that runs the whole length of this wide room. Yes, Bill and Cindy, snow is falling outside in this place. I checked today, it was already snowing. Behind you, there would be a big table. And Cindy, you said we've been here before. Yes, you probably have. Big table behind you, big long rectangular table. We'll get to that table in just a minute. And again, if you look towards the back of the room, right in the very center, the room has a little, almost like semicircular alcove right behind the center of the room. And there is a beautiful adorned Christmas tree. Now, if you were again to turn back around and face the doors and the big windows and the balcony, way off to your right, wonderful big fireplace at that end, and some cozy seating around a very big hearth and fireplace. Oh, I just missed it. Someone said, Allie said, is there a big stone hearth with a fire going? Yes, I just mentioned it right before I read your comment in the chat box. Great job there, Allie. Now, to you, all I want you to do to start is I just want you to let your imagination give you your first impressions of this place before we do anything. Like, number one, is it daytime or nighttime as you perceive this place? Feel free to throw it immediately in the chat box. There's no right or wrong answer. I just want you to get your bearings tonight before we really let ourselves consciously be at this fun heavenly Christmas party. Yep, a little bit of both, little day, little night, little dusk in between. Wonderful, wonderful. Nighttime with the full moon. Yep, late afternoon to you, Durette. I see that. Linda Thornton says it's night. Yep, wonderful, wonderful. Dawn, all kinds of options here. Now, no matter what time of day it is, some of you have already looked at this. What's the weather like outside? If you were to walk out on that big balcony that stretches that whole rectangle of the room to the right and the left, by the way, it looks down into a valley. There are some waterfalls around as well. It's crisp and cool. It's snowy and brisk, sunny, but the air is cool. Yep, shining, twinkling snowflakes. A lot of you get that winter scene. That's why I took you here tonight. Heavenly tour bus drivers taking you to a wonderful winter Christmas party with the Lord. Yep, moonlit snow. Isn't that a fun description? Moonlit snow. Snow coming down and snow on the ground. Yep, snows, but stars are twinkling also. What a beautiful picture. I really am. This is where I'm picturing myself right now, is standing on that balcony, looking down into the valley. It looks like it has snowed before, and the snow to me is just barely falling, just a little flurry here and there. Big trees with birds chirping, snow and a full moon, wind blowing snow. Yep. And I love Nick and Catherine. I'm having a Southern Hemisphere experience. It's warm. You're allowed. Those of you below the equator, have fun with that. Yes, large Christmas trees outside with stars on top. It's cool. It's night. Very good. If you haven't already, locate yourself. Esther, you said tinkling sounds like thousands of crystal bells. Yes, if you haven't already done so, locate yourself in this experience. Where are you? Are you standing on the balcony? Are you in the room by the fire? Are you sitting at the table? Are you standing around that Christmas tree in the back of the room in the center there? Wendy, you said you're on the balcony. David, I missed it, but it was bright sunshine. Joseph, you're near the fireplace. Yeah, Mimi, you're on the balcony outside. A lot of balcony folks. Yep. Elizabeth, by the fire with a red blanket. That was my friend Elizabeth there. All right. Yep. Yeah, balcony with the bright moon on the balcony, drinking in the snowflakes, right? A lot of balcony and a lot of room by the fire. Very good. Very good. Now, wherever you are, I want you to smell. Take in your first impressions. How does this place smell to you tonight? Whether you're outside or inside, first impressions of what you can smell.
Candy canes.
My son Samuel says candy canes. That's his first impression. Pine and cinnamon. A lot of cinnamon coming through. I smelled apples. Someone else said fresh apple pie. Yep. Something sweet like cookies. Someone's daughter just smelled smoke. Yeah, interesting. Maybe from the fire. Yep. Smells like pine by the fire. That's you, David. Firewood is Donna. Cinnamon, pine and cool. And you're outside, it smells like pine, sweet cedar and fir. Frankincense is coming through for some of you, and peppermint. Pine needles, spiced cider. What great smells. First impressions. You're just letting yourself be here. How about your sense of sound? What do you hear in this place right now? First impressions of what you can hear. Ooh, mulled wine is what someone smells. I like that smell. You hear silver bells. Samuel hears birds chirping. Someone smelling pumpkin pie. Sleigh bells. Laughter and singing. Christmas music. Carols. Fire crackling. Harps and violins. Bells ringing. Someone is playing a flute inside. Yes, that was planned. I did ask someone in the spirit to come play the flute, someone I knew. Crackling of the fire, a violin, stars singing. Stars singing, what a neat sound. Sound of dancing on the table. It sounds like the kind of party I'd like to be at. Waterfall, bells, a cello, a couple cellos in a row there, wind chimes, a harp playing and silver bells. Someone hears the waterfall. Medieval music, yeah. A choir of angels. Horse hooves and jingling, chapel bells, soft singing. Very good. A piano, wedding music, Shelley. Interesting. Laughter. Angels softly singing. Now, how about your sense of touch? Touch something, whether you reach out and touch the tree or the table, or perhaps feel the clothes that you might be wearing. Maybe you want to take a look at yourself right now. What's it? Yeah, you can feel the temperature. Some of you are saying cold, softness, the warmth of the fire. Someone's hugging their mug. Yeah, loud toasting. That's what you hear, Don. Loud toasting. You feel the snowflakes. What's that, Sam?
Rough.
What are you touching that feels rough?
The tree.
The tree.
bark is rough.
The bark is rough of the tree. Yeah. Yeah, feeling wonder and amazement. Dressed in warm clothes, holding a warm mug of chocolate. That was you, Vicky. Yep. The fir tree with snow on it. That's what you can touch. Susan, you're wearing a fur-lined cape and you're feeling the collar. Yeah. Someone else is feeling the warm mug. Fur under your feet, Gracie. Right on. Sarah's touching the snow. Very good. Smooth wood, table cool. All we're doing right now is we're just letting our senses work so that we can be with the Lord in this moment. And you know what's next? You're just going to ask yourself, and I encourage you to do as much of this out loud as you can. Talk to yourself the whole time and just say, Lord, where are you in this picture right now? Lord, where are you in this picture? Someone feels the soft scarf around your neck. Someone said you see him behind you. And someone touched a chipmunk. Yeah.
He's on the end of the table. At the head of the table.
And Samuel says he sees the risen Lord at the head of the table. Dottie, you see him standing by the tree, which is where I saw him, standing by the tree. I was outside on the balcony. I see him inside there. He's at the door. Someone was dancing there, standing in the glistening snow and enjoying the party. Yeah, he's by the tree. Yeah, playing a love song on the violin, standing in front of me. That's a fun scene. Holding my hand in the balcony, sitting in the chair next to the fireplace. I'm loving hearing this, y'all, because looking at me, because again, earlier today, just spending some time with him, I felt like he was just saying, like, I just want everybody to come up here and spend this time with me tonight. So I knew this would just be a special moment for us to connect with the Lord. Right behind me, touching a rough birch tree. His eyes are on me. He's sitting and smiling and radiating the room with his love. Zoe says, Jesus is at the fireplace sitting with her and petting a bobcat. That's a great scene. I want to be there. Playing with my daughter, holding her over his head and laughing. He's hugging me. He's walking happily around the room, embracing everyone. What joy. He has his arms around me. It's fun to be up here, all of us together tonight. Wherever you see him, let's describe him. How do we see him? Now, again, I cheated because I was already here today, making sure this place was ready for all of you and making sure all the angels and creatures would be here. So I did cheat. So I've been hanging out with Messiah since this afternoon, making sure that the place was ready. So I've got what I've seen him as today, but you describe him. How do you see the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords tonight? Yeah, Vicki, you said, I'm in tears, so full of joy. I hear you. It gets me too. Someone else is seeing him catch snowflakes in his hands in the moonlight. He's beaming with joy. Norma, he's in a white tuxedo dancing with you. That's classy. Not everybody can pull off a white tuxedo, but I believe he could. Tim, you see him, he's wearing a golden embroidered winter coat, flowing with a red velvety cloak. He's dressed very festively and royally with a purple tuxedo, Dorette. Now, I'm not tuxedo, but I was getting purple, and so was Sam.
Okay.
I've got him with the purple, kind of medieval kind of cape, surcoat kind of thing, lots of fur around the lining of it, kind of gray fur, and a lot of purple. He's at the bottom of the hill in a white robe. Yeah, Bill and Cindy, you said, what Joy looks like Father Time. He's allowed to. He's in a thick cranberry, I'm going to guess robe there, it went by. Yeah, red royal cap with fur. Yep. Long olive green hooded coat with an ornate trim. Beautiful. Yeah, great detail, guys. He's got a Santa hat. He's allowed. He's allowed. He's allowed to be like Christmas King of Kings right now. Someone else said his laughter's filling the room. Esther, you said he looks like a king with the red mantle, with white fur lining and a beautiful crown. Yeah, he is the king. He is the king. Grace, you said bathrobe. Yeah, why not? His smile and laughter is infectious. Yeah. How about the expression on his face? And keep it coming with any descriptive. How are you seeing the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords tonight? Expression on his face, anything. And you said he's got a ball of jingle bells to shake in celebration. Someone else sees a white hooded robe, serene. Vicky, such a festive atmosphere and people are enjoying themselves. Deborah, you said eyes full of love. Yeah, smiling, twinkle in his eyes. You're getting all that.
I don't know why, but he gave me a smirk.
He gave you a smirk. He's got that smirk smile to Samuel, like, hey, I always interpret that smile as, I know something you don't. I've got something up my sleeve. Lots of smiling and laughter. Yeah. I see him again by the tree. Again, I was coming in from the balcony and there was the long table that stretched the whole room. And on the other side, he was there just kind of talking with people, enjoying everybody coming in, smiling, laughing, slapping people on the back, big hugs. Caleb, you said a toast. We must have a toast. We will, Caleb. Wait till they pass out the glasses. We're almost there. We're dancing an old medieval dance. That's what someone was seeing. Yeah. Tim, he says boots are ruby red and they sparkle. Right on. Yeah. Yeah. And Shelley, you said I'm the only one there, the table unset. Yeah, I'm getting there. It might be different for some of us, depending on where in time we happen to be there tonight. So let's be close. You guys know the drill, the Christopher Carter drill here. Once you see him and you're talking to yourself about how the Lord looks, let's say, Lord, would you come close to me, or should I come close to you? Lord, would you come close to me, or should I come close to you? And trust your first impressions tonight. Let your imagination do all the work. Trust that first impression. Elizabeth, you said he's taking me around the room and introducing me to everyone. Yeah, he's laughing really loud. Yeah. He wants me to come close to him. He asked to get closer to him. Yeah. Yeah, he's waving me in the room too. Yeah, so Tim, you said I run to him and he twirls me. Someone else, Wendy, you said he's twirling me around. Yeah, Durrett, you said he's inviting me back in and suggesting we dance. This hall that we're in is a beautiful place for dancing. Yeah, arms out, welcoming me. You said I'm the only one he sees. That's exactly what that feels like. Yeah, he was already next to me. Then he put his arm around me and squeezed. And Michelle, he wants you to sit with him at the table. Donna, you said he's eager to give us gifts. Barbara, his eyes call me to come. And Teresa, he's inviting me to sit with him by the fire. Miriam, he's carrying me over the threshold. Yeah. Yeah, and Mimi, you said he's already been holding me out on the balcony, drinking in the heavenly scenery. Yeah, wonderful. And Tim, you said, what a place, such a grand celebration and so intimate at the same time. It has that communal yet big time fun feeling, but maybe not for all of you. We'll get to that with this next question. A lot of you already are telling us, but are you conscious of being alone with the King of Kings here? Or are you conscious that there's other people, perhaps the couple hundred of us that are here tonight, whatever it is? Which one does it feel like to you if you're trusting those first impressions? There's no right or wrong answer here. Some of you are like traveling through time and you're here when there's a party. Some of you, the party's gone or it hasn't started yet. And you're just here hanging out with the Lord on your own. It doesn't matter. It's just what you sense, your first impressions.
I feel like how the burning dish story.
Yeah.
It was small. Everybody couldn't fit. Then he made it twice the size.
He made like the room twice, the table twice the size, so everyone could fit around it. Right on. That was Sam, by the way, jumping in there. I'm conscious of there being a lot of people there. That's just the way I'm seeing it. Vicki, you said a lot of people, but I feel like I'm the only one to him. You said I'm aware of others. A lot of people getting the same thing. I'm aware of others, but I feel like we're alone. Bill and Cindy, same thing. There's a party going on, but he only has eyes for me. Yeah, it's just great. It's just great how you can feel that same sense of we're here together, but it's also perfectly kind of intimate with the Lord in that way. I'll just keep it coming. Amanda, you said party is noisy and lots of food. Yep. Yeah, there's others, but I'm with him. We're deeply together, but everyone else is so important too. He says, stay close. I want to be with you. All good, guys. So wherever you are, you're next to the Lord. If you're there by yourself or if you're alone. I think let's just prompt some questions tonight so that we can all sort of be on the same page together. Again, feel free to put stuff in the chat box. Just kind of keeps us just listening and in unison about this. This is a great time to spend with him as a year comes to a close. Just kind of a half a month left, Why don't we ask the Lord, what does he want us to know about this year that we're bringing to a close right now? And I'm just going to encourage you, verbalize that question out loud. Voice it to him out loud. Lord, what do you want me to know about this last year? What do you want me to know about this? And trust that first impression of what he says to you. What does he want you to know or understand about this last year that we've had? Someone said it's a year of freedom. I heard him say, I've been with you more than you realize. Someone said, it is finished, right? The year's coming to a close too. So, I'm carrying you through. It's a new beginning. Someone said, I was never alone. He said to Donna, I'm a proud papa. Someone else who said that he's seen it all. I saved your life. It's pivotal. We're turning a new direction. Your love is growing stronger. Trust me. These are all things you're hearing from him. You have learned to appreciate relationships more deeply. It's a year of transition to the new. Someone else, he said, you did a good job getting through it. Yeah. I'm separating you from myself more than ever. I was in control every second. I always am. It was a year of cleansing and preparation for deeper things, a year of refining. To Deborah, he said, you've been faithful. Yeah. It's been a joy to watch you grow. Such great things to hear from the Lord. The best is yet to come. To another one, he said, know how much I love you. Yeah, very good. And it's just good to take your moments with him right now. We don't have to rush through it. You can just be there with him and ask him, Lord, what do you want me to know about this year that's coming to a close? A lot of you are kind of hearing that kind of get ready for new things message. I was kind of getting that too. Yep. To Barbara, he said, we're closer than ever before. It's a good word. It's a good word to hear. Yeah, Linda's a great word there. It's one of the last of the old years. Much new is coming. Sarah, you heard him say, I've heard every prayer you prayed. Norma, you said, I've so enjoyed our year together. You know, sometimes you just have to be honest. Like, I wasn't going to say this out loud, but it's what I heard him say. He looked at me and he said, you look like a new man. And I was like, I will take that. I'll take that, Lord. If you look at me and say I look like a new man, then that must be true. I always feel, oh, look at that. Someone else just heard that. Direct, you said, I am making you new. That's what he said. Yeah. You know, I feel like when God tells you things, and sometimes you're like, really? That's an opportunity to believe. Every one of those things is an invitation to have faith. If God tells you stuff, and you're like, I don't know about that, it's because it's an invitation to believe God, especially when it's like, are you sure, Lord? Are you sure that that's true? That's an invitation to have faith. Yes, Sarah, old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. Tim, he said to you, I'm excited to share my heart with you and walk as friends. It's good. It's really good. Now, even before Dick and Kathy, you have entered into limitless grace. I think that's what that one said, is flew by there. Yeah, Barbara said, there's a new door. Now, wherever you are with him right now, let's keep talking to him about things. I bet we all would like something for Christmas, don't you think? You have something that maybe you want for Christmas this year. And it's one thing to like go to like the mall as a kid and sit on Santa Claus's lap and take the picture and tell him what you want for Christmas. It's an entirely different thing to look at the risen Lord, who is the King of the universe, and look him in the eyes in this beautiful hall of celebration that we're in right now, and tell him what you would like for Christmas. Now, maybe it's something like, it's like a present that you really want, like, Lord, I really had my eye on that sweater. Or maybe it's something a little bit more unseen. Maybe it's something that you just know you can only ask him for. Now, I cheated because I did this earlier today. Again, making sure this place was ready for you all tonight. But I did tell myself I would tell you what I asked for, because I think sometimes it's good to let it out, to vocalize it. Even wherever you are right now, again, whether you're in the house by yourself or whether you're at the Well of Nashville with each other, y'all talk out loud, shout this stuff out. What is it that you want to ask the King of Kings for Christmas this year? And you can be real about it. Just vocalize it out loud. If you're in a group or you're by yourself, doesn't matter.
He said a new friend.
Sam, well, that's what you're asking him for, Sam?
No, that's what he told me.
Oh, he told you what to ask for? You know, you can do it that way too. You can look at Jesus and say, Lord, what should I ask for? Samuel just said that the Lord told him to ask for a new friend.
A new heavenly friend.
A new heavenly friend. Even more interesting there, Sam. I'm going to read some of yours here. You know what I asked the Lord for? You're allowed to ask for more than one thing. I asked the Lord for freedom to be up in the heavens more. And I asked for freedom from insecurity, which, I mean, I'm not going to feel bad saying that because I think we all struggle with it in some way. Freedom from insecurity. And I asked for a home. I asked for those three things. I just said, Lord, freedom to be up here even more freely than I already am. And I know that's available. Freedom from insecurity and a home. So one of those was kind of literal in my mortal life. The other two were kind of more, unseen metaphysical things, but you're allowed to ask for multiple things here. Someone asked for a baby unicorn. Hold on, we got to get through these. This is going to be fun. Oh, let's see. Let me get to them here. I'm going to have to just pick it up somewhere in here. My brother healthy and in a close relationship with Jesus, and my dad healthy and my family reunited. Someone else, wisdom, strategies, debt-free, everything about the farm in place and at peace. And my mom healed. Times in the heavens is what someone wants for Christmas. Financial freedom and to be myself. This is good. Let's see what else we have here. I want more conscious awareness of my entire heavenly community. Someone's got a big ask here, big gift, walking as Enoch with him daily. That's a big time gift to ask for. Good for you. Largeness of heart. Yeah, to have a trip to heaven where I have no awareness of my physical body and earthly things. That's an Enoch request again, Susan. Go big or go home with the Christmas present. Ask here, go for it. Healing for family. My children to come back to the Lord, to have more experiences in the heavens with him. Freedom from fear is what someone asked for. The ability to see much more clearly in this heavenly realm. Provision. I'm thinking that was, Misty and Paul, a door wreath, maybe, if I got that right. Hearing, a realm, hearing him very clearly. Yep. To see the greater things. I know I'm flying through these, y'all. They're coming through my screen pretty fast. My new dance room filled with heavenly encounters. To hear and see in the spirit more clearly. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. Financial security, I'm with you. And relocation to house in the mountains. Great things to ask for. He gave me a saddle sturdy and leather to ride the wind. He's already given you gifts. David, you said you want to meet your angels very personally and to see you and men in white walk through my door. Beautiful, beautiful. A better understanding of who I am to him. Restoration of family. More time with him alone. There's a lot of like reoccurring things that, folks are asking for tonight, whether that's, healing or family or financial freedom, sometimes it's even the home and the relocation stuff like I was asking for. My mom's memory fully restored. Yeah. To walk in your original intent. My children to experience the reality of him in their lives. Peace and rest, tangible blessings of Abraham, to live with my sister in peace. COVID to disappear off this earth. And all God's people said, amen. Learning how to listen, to understand, and ask good questions. Very good, y'all. I gotta read this one, Caleb. I asked him to surprise me because I don't like to spoil it by knowing. That's great, Caleb. Great job. Great job. A lot of healing here, folks. Yeah, a lot of praying for family. Yeah, that too. Now, wherever you are, if you haven't done this already, you're in this great Christmas fellowship room, all of us together. Look at the King of Kings and tell him. Just look at him and tell him. If you haven't already done it while you've been typing it into the chat box, look at him and say, Lord, this is what I really want for Christmas. And you can just voice that to him. I want to give you time. I want to give you time to voice that to him. Take a moment to do that. and then listen to anything that he says or does in return as you say that to him. Let's just take a moment and let that conversation take place. Yeah, you can do two things, Sam. A four-wheeler and a tiger to protect you. That's a big ask. It's good though. I'm in for both. Yeah. So Mimi, the song, All I Want for Christmas Is You. Yeah. That your presence will fill my every moment. Very good, everyone. And again, just voice it to him and then just tell yourself, like you're narrating to yourself anything that he says to you in return. I felt like he just looked at me because I'm just standing next to him by the tree and I'm aware of people talking to him right now. He just looks at me and he goes, Christopher, he said, this party is going to kick off Christmas. And I was like, thank you, Lord, I'm in. Caleb, you said, I asked him what he wanted and he just tapped my nose with his finger and smiled. Yeah, very good. Yeah, very good. People even asking for others' destinies to come forth. Yeah. Yeah, very good, everyone. Now, as you're doing this, someone has mentioned both toasting and the table. I just want to ask you just again to let yourself be present in this place. What's the table look like? That big, long table in this room. How would you describe it? If you're trusting your first impressions tonight, how would you describe it? Again, you're allowed to be here, everyone. You're allowed to be in the up here with him, celebrating a holiday. Yeah, someone said piled high with food, lots of gift boxes, a huge candelabra, a white linen tablecloth and candles. Yeah, someone said, I want to open every gift in my destiny along my journey.
It's a piece of driftwood that has different carvings in it.
Yeah, a piece of driftwood that has different carvings in it on the table, Sam?
Or in the table.
In the table, right on. Yeah. Let's see what else we have here. I got the huge candelabra, white linen tablecloth, a tall crystal candlesticks that are glittering, a banqueting table and a feast. He tells me, I give you the desires of your heart and I will deepen some of your relationships to your great joy. So Esther, you said, I made him a present and I feel like a child giving it to him. That's okay. It's okay to feel childlike. Elizabeth, grapes of different colors and lots of food, beautifully and festively decorated, laden with food on golden platters, covered with every imaginable food. It's earthy and elegant, both. Plank wood, wide, lots of food and candles, dark mahogany, beautiful. Pine along the center with cones and bells. Elegant candelabras, a lot of food on gold plates, white embroidered runner. Yep. Elegant best china, chandelier set with all the utensils and dishes and a banqueting table. Lots of grapes. You guys are getting the grape thing. Yeah, beautiful. Great big holly and ivy in the middle of the long banquet table. Yeah, a feast for the eyes and the taste buds. Laden with royal gold decorations, perfect white linen. Yeah, beautifully polished piece of wood on the table with really interesting carvings, which is exactly what Samuel was seeing. Yeah. Set more splendidly than a state dinner at Buckingham Palace. Yeah, wine glasses filled ready for toasting and kisses. Yeah, very good. Very good. Esther said there's a Celtic feel to it. Well, it's, I'm being the heavenly tour bus driver tonight, so of course I'm going to take you to a slightly Celtic feeling place. I can't help that. Mistletoe, Miriam, where would we be without it? Gary, a beautiful table with wonderful desserts. freshly baked bread and red wine. You guys are doing a great job seeing this place tonight. Communion with bread and wine to celebrate. I'm glad you love the Celtic feel, Esther. Carl and Leanne are someone at the well. Wisdom is sitting at the table. Yeah. This is neat. Misty and Paul, each setting has a small scroll with red gilded ribbon around it. Our names are on each one. Hey, Misty and Paul, I remember this from last year. Do you know, I'm pretty sure last year, Christmas in the Heavens, we were at the table and there was a little scroll for each of us that had been written to us. Am I right about that? Someone give me a nod. I feel like I remember that from last year. It's interesting if that happens 2 in a row. It must be a reoccurring theme. Yeah, Mimi, you're starting to see the heavenly beings and the creatures. Yeah, and someone said there are deer wearing evergreen wreaths. That's awesome. Listen, I'm not rushing this tonight because I can't think of anything better for all of us to learn to do than to exist in this realm and to experience the goodness of this realm. I don't know about you all, but if I'm expecting to bring goodness into the world of mortal men, there's only one place that goodness is going to come from, and it's the up here. And to be up here with all of you tonight at this table, I'm not bringing this to a close. Don't worry. I'm just giving you some encouragement to believe. Being up here with all of you doing this tonight, it's an opportunity to acknowledge that there is so much more to us than just who we are on this mortal journey. So I'm so glad to be at this table with all of you and with my King, the risen Lord. Jill, you said it's the best party I've ever been at. Silver goblets on solid, natural polished wood. Creatures and beings around the feasting table also. I'm just going to take a moment and be there. My first impression was we're all gathered around the table now, almost like everybody has a seat. And he was leading in song. Like I could hear him like leading us in some holiday, Christmas, winter solstice like song. It's not one I recognized. It must be some new song we'll learn to celebrate this time of year. People and creatures walking through the walls to join us at the table. Apples and honey was just served. Crystal glasses are filled with living, golden, sparkling water. You said everything at the table is alive. Fawns and trees, like in Narnia, are milling about. Yes, they are. Again, I was there earlier today making sure they would show up. If you heard the flutes earlier, that was them. Dick and Kathy illuminated manuscripts rolled out from end to end, detailing the lives of each of us and our destinies in brilliant 3D. Yeah. A royal gathering with all shapes and sizes of creatures like wispy Star Trek beings. Yeah. Yes, someone else saw the fawns. Each chair is uniquely designed. That's a neat touch there, Elizabeth. Not anything impersonal about it, you know, designed just for you. And just watch the Lord. What's the Lord saying? What is the Lord doing right now? Yeah, Frank, Father asked you what you wanted to do with all the gifts and food, etc., presented you, and you said you wanted to give it and share all of this with others throughout creation. Susan, you said, I totally just saw all the Narnia creatures show up right before you spoke about it. Yeah. Linda, you said he's happy all his family is here. Yeah. Beautiful. This is neat. Maybe the air is glistening with gold and we can inhale it, drink it in, and eat it from the air. It's a rich environment, is it not? Yeah. And again, just kind of watch him. Watch the King of Kings right now. I'm still singing it, like I'm still singing him. I'm still seeing him like singing. He's just like in the middle of this table setting, you're like in the middle of this long rectangle. And he's leading us in song. It's like he leads the song and we all join in. And it's so fulfilling to be in an environment like this with him. He's serving us. And Teresa, you said he just picked up a glass to make a toast. Again, Carl and Leanne in the well, Jesus is toasting to the fulfillment of our scrolls. Yeah, Wendy, you said he has a really deep singing voice. Yeah, it's very rich. Yeah, someone else said a sense of something big about to happen. Yeah, indeed. Gracie said he's going around the table hugging everyone like from behind and kissing our cheeks, which I would receive from him right now. Absolutely. Yeah. Very good. Someone else says in the song, like we each have a verse and we'll know it. It will know when we sing it. Yeah. Now, where you are here, again, just we're around the table with them. Maybe you see like the toasting glasses ready to go up. Like Val, you said, toasting to the old year leaving and the new one about to burst forth. It's a good moment for toasting. Let's ask him. Let's ask the King of Kings now. What does he want to say to us in this moment? How does he want to release that toast? What does he want us to hear tonight as we're all here together in this place? And you can throw it in the chat box when you get it. Just throw them in here. I'll read them as they come in. What's the toast that he's making? I feel like he kind of raised his glass and he just said, he said, to your continued growth and your continued presence up here with me.
Told me that the cherubim were protectors, so he said the toast was to the cherubim.
He's toasting to the cherubim as protectors. That's what Sam heard. Beautiful. He's toasting the newness. Behold, I make all things new. Well done, my beloved sons. It's been a very good year. More glorious coming to us, to many more gatherings like this planned in our future. That's a great toast. For the glory that fills everyone. Any problem you face, I already have the answers prepared. To my steadiness, which keeps you firm. Love, joy, and unending will be forever yours. To everlasting life and joy. To love and unity. You are invited to step into new dimensions. I'm seeing him playing jump rope with our kids. It feels like our children will experience even more joy this Christmas and special, unique, personal joy that will ignite faith even more. To our future together, standing no matter what, we will stay strong, further up and further in ever deeper unity. Wendy, you said it's quite funny, like you questioned whether or not you should say this, but you heard him toast and say, here's looking at you, kid. Let my creation release the glory and unity to your health. He said to your kids and their great destinies. Keep believing. And someone said, my toasting glass became a tree of life. And he said, drink from this. I know there's more to these. I'm just getting through them quick. With a big smile, he said, to Narnia. Yes, you haven't seen nothing yet. To these who will see my kingdom, I give you hope, for I know the plans I have for you. To what you behold, you become. Expect the new glorious things from me. Keep your eyes on me like a tractor beam. To joy unbounded. To 1,000 generations. To our union, rejoice. I've saved the best for last. To perfect love. I'm sure there's more that you're going to put in here. I want you to look at the Lord even while you're reporting what he's toasting with his glass right now. And I just want you to tell him what you're thankful for. Just look at him in the eyes, whether you're right next to him at the table, or maybe you're still somewhere on the balcony or playing in the snow. I don't know, maybe you're around the table with us while we're together like that. But just look him in the eyes and tell him what you're thankful for. And just, again, just know that he's alive and you're with him right now in your spirit. And you can just look at him and say, this is what I'm thankful for. and just vocalize it to him. Don't be quiet. Even if you're a group of people, even at the well, just start shouting it out loud. Don't be ashamed or worried. Just tell him, this is what I'm thankful for. I'm just saying I love you. I feel like you're going to give me those gifts. And I'm thankful for them already. I'm thankful for them even before they've arrived. I'm thankful, and I'm thankful for my year, Lord, and I'm thankful for this year that's coming. And I'm thankful that we're going to learn to be in the up here with you so thoroughly that people are going to wonder where we're really living, if we're living here or there, because it's just going to be such an effect of heaven and earth connecting in our life. And I'm thankful for all that, Lord.
I'm thankful for all the spiritual beings that he made.
Yeah, and Sam's thankful for all the spiritual beings that he made. A lot of you are thankful for your health and your family and provision and protection. And Caroline, you're thankful for the amazing love, which holds all creation together. Yeah. Yeah. And again, you can just, even while you're typing this or doing it, just again, let the eyes of your heart tell you the story while you're in this celebration hall tonight, celebrating this time of year, looking at him, having the glass in your hand. Maybe even look at the others around the table. A lot of you are conscious of all the other kinds of things, even in the scene, the beings, the angels, and the other humans that are here, all of us on this call. And just look around the table, and I'm just looking at everybody and smiling and hugging and raising a glass and just releasing love and enjoying this moment. Yeah. Thankful for what's ahead. Yeah, indeed. Mm-hmm. This is the moment where I'm just going to start to land the plane a little bit, or start to bring the tour bus back into the parking lot and let you off the bus at some point here. But I just want to tell you tonight that what you experience in the up here in the heavenly realms, that's happening right now, participating with that in the spirit is in effect bringing it down. Because what you've seen up there, you can bring a portion of that into some part of your holiday. You know what you can do? You can take one piece of that scene. What if it's the toasting around the table? What if over a Christmas dinner, everyone gets a glass poured and you toast to the king and you let him speak to you and tell you what he's toasting back? What if you sat down this holiday and said, Lord, teach me a new holiday song, and you hear one of the songs that he was singing tonight? What if you take a few minutes out of your day and be up in that place and walk through the snowy woods with the risen Lord and just kind of walk and spend time with him in the winter? Southern Hemisphere people, I don't know, go to the beach and enjoy the sunshine, whatever works for you. Yeah. And, some of you, he's saying, welcome back. You said, I'd stop celebrating Christmas. I need to celebrate him all the time. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Some of you are even giving gifts in the spirit right now. Yeah. Yeah. Some of you are saying, thanks for this experience. You never thought this could happen. No, you're welcome. You're very welcome. And I'm just telling you again, you're specifically designed to bring some part of what you experienced in the up here where Jesus has ascended to. You are designed to bring some part of that down. So let that environment that we were in tonight come in to your own holiday and Christmas experience. I love the party too. I don't want to leave it. I just know it's 9:40 and I want to be respectful of your time. You know what? One of these times, guys, we'll just jump on here and we'll just do it for a couple hours. And if people come and go, they can come and go. But tonight, I'm going to sign off here in just a few minutes, since it's been about an hour or so. I want to tell y'all just some Christmas thankfulness from me to you. I want to say from me and my whole family that we're really grateful for all of you. Not the least of the reasons is because you make us feel less crazy. Just you being alive. I saw you laugh at that, Dorette. Don't laugh too hard. You make me self-conscious. Now listen, just you being alive and all the times we jump on Zoom calls together or we see each other in person at a conference, every one of those instances where this heaven family of people gets together and steps into these things. And I know we're all in different places on the journey. Some of us are like, Christopher, still working on the eyes of my heart. It's okay. It takes time. Some of you are like, flying off to Jupiter later when we're done with this call. I'm happy for you too. I know we're all somewhere on the spectrum here, but every time we're together and we do things, I'm always coming away thinking, you know, it's amazing, this growing group of people. And it's not just what I get to see, you know, with our ministry. It's kind of like across the board. People are using their gifts that the Holy Spirit has put in humanity in ways that it's just never done it like this. I mean, it's just, I've never seen so much exponential growth and people opening the eyes of their heart and doing the very thing that the scriptures said we could do, which is live here and be up here at the same time, so that this life is permanently affected by this one. And to see people do it and to grab hold of it and to not write themselves off, but to know it's for them, y'all, that's an enormous privilege to be a part of. I want to tell you tonight, I just, again, from the bottom of our heart, thank you for every time we've seen each other in person, for every time online, for every online class you all have joined into. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We've been very blessed and honored, you know, by so many things. I'm excited about what the next year is going to hold. I'm just going to spoil a few of these surprises right now. What's coming in 2022 for us? Just giving you a real quick kind of state of Discover the Heavens. You know, in the next couple months, I'm going to release a book that I am so excited to share with all of you. It's about the constellations and the planets. And it's been a book I've been waiting to let out for a long time. And I'm actually not traveling in January at all. I'm just going to stay home. I'm going to finish these projects, and they are so close to being done. So I'm hoping in a couple months to give you that book. So I'm telling you this because watch out for a Zoom call like this one. We're going to open it up to everybody. I want to do, and this doesn't sound as shameless product placement. In other words, it's probably going to sound more shameless product placement-y than I actually mean it. But I want to do like a giant Zoom call to release the book, partly because I want you to know it's released, but I actually want to introduce you to the artists and to the publisher and to the graphic design team. I want you to meet all of them that have been a part of this book that I'm about to release. And so look out for that in the new year, maybe February, hoping February. A few months after that, I'm going to release another book, maybe 3 months, maybe 4 months later, I'm going to release another book. And then I'm already planning the third and the fourth after that. So who knows how many we'll get out next year, but definitely 2 new books. I'm about to finish up our online class called the Imagination Booster 2.0. I think we have 1 more of those. And then I'm going to go back to, you know, just a couple times a month doing Heaven Community Zoom calls, which is open to all of you. So kind of how I sent out a bunch of emails for Christmas in the Heavens, I've just kind of thought we're just going to open up Heaven Community Zoom calls to everybody that wants to come. It's a little bit of everything. You know, we'll be in the heavens together. We might have a focus. If there's something on my heart to teach, I'll do it. If not, we're just going to go into the heavens together. And oftentimes when I do my online classes, I do office hours too. And I think from time to time, I'm just going to do a random office hours for people that just want to come in and ask a question and open that up to everybody too. And I'll do some classes next year too. I've already got some ideas planned for those as well. So I'm just giving you a last little bit here in case you're wondering what we're up to. Lastly, a huge giant thank you to everyone that has honored us with your support. We have an amazing group of monthly supporters that have been pouring into us, and we are so thankful for that. I want to do this tonight just before I sign off, even though I find this to be one of the most uncomfortable things to ever do. But so many of you tell me that you're glad that I told you. But if you want to support us in any way, I'm going to do the thing here where I put it in the chat box to you. I'm just going to put the link in there and send it to everyone in the meeting. That's probably what I should do. And there it is in the chat box, the discovertheheavens.org/donate. This year, we wanted to give a gift, and we will continue to do this, obviously, to everyone that is just, again, just loving and honoring through this, the support that you give. So to all of our monthly supporters, we made all of our classes available, both past, present, and future in our online school. If that's something that you are interested in, that's a good link to get you there. If there's anything that you want to do to support what we're doing to give this out as much as we can, the link is there for that as well. And otherwise, we just really trust the Lord to lead people however they need to be led on that. So, shameless product placement moments over. I want to say from the Carter family to you, Merry Christmas. Have a wonderful end to your year. Go in the up here. Go to that place we were at tonight. You'll probably see me there. If you do that anytime over the next couple of weeks, I'll be hanging around. Come up and say hi. Don't think that can happen. It can. So come up and say hi. And sit by the fire with me or just with the Lord. Honestly, he's a better companion than I am. But come hang out up there, see whatever angels are going on, sit at the table, have another meal, whatever you want to do, and bring Christmas in the heavens to Christmas on earth. Love all of you. Have a wonderful night, and we will see you all soon in the next year. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone.